It is the fifth day of the truce between Israel and the Palestinian resistance, after a 48-hour extension was agreed yesterday. 3 Palestinians will be released from Israeli prisons in exchange for each Israeli hostage returned from Gaza. Meanwhile, the United Nations has used the pause in fighting to get desperately needed aid into Gaza, but says much more is needed. The Fung Report has more.
An Israeli-Hamas ceasefire in the Gaza Strip entered its fifth day as both sides agreed to exchange hostages and Palestinians in prisons for no reason, and they were ready to release more as the 2-day ceasefire was extended. On Monday, the White House and Qatari negotiators announced that the first 4-day ceasefire had been extended for an additional 2 days. The announcement to prolong the original 4-day ceasefire, which was set to finish on Monday, came as Netanyahu's government faced rising internal and international pressure to extend the ceasefire. 33 Palestinians were released from Israel's Ofer jail in the occupied West Bank and a detention center in Jerusalem, increasing the total number of Palestinians released by Israel since Friday to 150. According to Palestinian Health Ministry, Israeli soldiers attacked some of the dozens of Palestinians who were waiting outside Ofer jail to demand the release of the prisoners. The ministry stated that a Palestinian man was killed nearby as he was shot dead. More than 15,000 Palestinians have been killed by the IOF in Gaza. U.S. Undersecretary of State Antony Blinken is scheduled to visit Israel, the West Bank, and the United Arab Emirates this week to discuss the continuation of aid to Gaza, according to the U.S. State Department. In Gaza, where there is a shortage of food, fuel, clean water, and medication for the people, more aid trucks were permitted entry during the initial ceasefire agreement. Many Palestinians gathered at the United Nations depot in Khan Yunis, a town in southern Gaza, where hundreds of thousands of people displaced from the north have sought shelter in tents and schools. According to the United Nations, an estimated 1.8 million of the territory's 2.3 million population are internally displaced. Although the ceasefire gave Palestinians some relief, the losses and the suffering are way more than what the ceasefire is offering. The pain still continues, and there must be a permanent ceasefire in Gaza.